Stupid booking with Seth Rollins. That's the name of this segment. Yeah, we had Seth Rollins come out and he presented the Rollins Report, trying to do a knockoff of the Daily Report with Jon Stewart. Don't know the name of the new guy that replaced Stewart, so as far as I'm concerned, Jon Stewart. And look, I've checked out the new guy. Not racist, okay? I know he's part black, and you know, I got nothing but love for the brother, okay? But all that to the side, Jon Stewart was just... There's no replacing Jon Stewart. No replacing Jon Stewart was the fucking man. No reason for me to watch Daily Show if it ain't got Jon Stewart. I mean, if you had Stephen Colbert, that'd be one thing. But no reason for me to continue watching it, okay? But you had this segment where Seth Rollins pretended that he had interviewed Roman Reigns, and the way that they had spliced up his supposed interview, Roman Reigns was just basically admitting to, hey, it felt good to cheat. Yeah, I did what I did, violating the wellness policy and all, but, you know, it just felt good doing it, and I'm not sorry, and all that other shit. And it was nice how they basically spun it. They basically had took a Roman Reigns, Michael Cole interview from way back when, almost like around the same time possibly that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar were doing their little sit-downs and all of that. And that's kind of like the era that I was picking up with what they had spliced. But here's where the stupid booking comes in. And we actually had a couple of long-time listeners, long-time Twitter followers. They saw some of the things that I had said. And you would have thought that, like, as long as they've been reading my tweets, checking out the show, I get where Lee is going with that tweet. You know, just because I put something out there, you guys should know this by now if you follow me on Twitter. Never just read the obvious when you see me put something out there. Always try to look at things from as many angles as you possibly can. That's what makes me very well respected and appreciated by a majority of you guys, is because I try to present the way you look at some of your favorite shows, segments, and all that. And I do it in a way where it's like, well, did you think about this? Did you consider this? Without really saying to you, word for word, did you consider this? Did you look at it this way? Example. So Seth Rollins does this thing. Dean Ambrose comes out. Great promo by Dean Ambrose, by the way. Fucking loved it. He nailed it. Basically saying to Seth Rollins, you think I give a damn if it's going to be a one-on-one match, or if it's going to be a triple threat match, or a five-way match? I don't care. You know what I'm capable of, dude. You know how much I used to rip it up on the independents. You know how much blood that I've spilled of my own, how many times I've severely hurt my limbs, missing body parts in some areas. You know what I'm capable of doing. So just knowing that I'm willing to do any and everything it takes to keep this title, ask yourself a question. Do I really have a lot to lose? Do you really think I fear you or whatever's going to come at Battleground? That was pretty much his message to Seth Rollins. And I thought Dean Ambrose did a hell of a fucking job, especially at the part where he said, look, while other guys have either gotten injured or they've gone off and made a movie or they took time away from the company, I've pretty much been here continuing to bust my ass. As far as I'm concerned, I earned this. And it was good. It was a really, really good segment. So we see Dean Ambrose, he goes, storyline wise, hey, you want this one-on-one match so bad, let's do it right here, right now. I'm ready to go. And we see Seth Rollins, keep in mind, storyline wise, pretty much week after week after week, he's been moaning and groaning. It shouldn't be a triple threat match. It should be a one-on-one match. Give me my one-on-one match. I deserve it, rightfully so. Roman Reigns had lost. He needs to get to the back of the line. It needs to be all about me right now. I need to get my one-on-one match. Hey, Stephanie, hey, Shane, how about it? How about you hook me up? Why are you making me jump through all of these loopholes? Give me my one-on-one match. Goes out into the middle of the ring. I want my one-on-one match. I tell you what, Roman Reigns, he needs to be disqualified. He violated the wellness policy. I need my one-on-one match. So, Monday night, Seth Rollins finally gets his one-on-one match. And what happens? What happens storyline-wise? Oh, well, it's going to be on my terms. Yeah. Not this week, buddy. Not this week. It's going to be on my terms. Maybe next week. And then I'm kind of going, okay, surely this segment is going to be saved. Surely we're going to see Stephanie McMahon and or Shane McMahon come out and basically somehow derail the WWE World Title match from happening tonight. Maybe, address it for next week's Raw or something like that. Or maybe just say, Seth Rollins, you want that match? We'll give it to you at Battleground. So, Dean, you're going to have double duty, technically, that is, if you're able to get past Seth Rollins. I'm prepared. Just think about that now. Just think about what I just laid out. If Stephanie McMahon is really that sick and tired of Dean Ambrose as the champion, as the face of the company and all that, she can easily come on out there and say, hey, look, I like what's going on right here. Shoot, I think this is pay-per-view quality right here. Dean, honestly, I think we're going to make you defend that title maybe twice. That's if you can get past Seth Rollins. I think we're going to have you go one-on-one with Seth Rollins. And, if you can get it done, then that's great. Meanwhile, Seth, if you agree to taking on Dean Ambrose one-on-one at WWE Battleground, then your spot will go to whoever was I guess you have to technically do a new tournament with those that had lost out on the opportunity to possibly face whoever the WWE champion was at that time, or if they didn't do a tournament yet, to try to crown a new contender that could go into that triple threat. And then that's basically what you would do. Or you could just have it be a scenario where you go, okay, Dean, you got past Seth. Now you're going to do a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns. Knock two birds out with one stone. I just don't understand that from a storyline standpoint, why you wouldn't even entertain that idea, right? So that's one idea. But then on the flip side, let's just say you want to keep that WWE triple threat intact. Why not have Steph or Shane come out there? Simple line or two. Just come out there and say, guys, as much as we'd like to see that match go down here tonight in Detroit Rock City, it's not going to happen. Tonight's show is already in the books. Vince McMahon was actually watching this segment as he's on his way to the arena as we speak, and he is not signing off on it. So as much as we would like to make it go down, tonight's show is already in the books. Vince McMahon said no, but instead it's going to happen next week on the draft edition of Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins, you can take it or leave it. Because it always kind of has been coming off like Seth Rollins feels as though he's being a little bit swindled. He's being a little bit backhanded by Stephanie and Shane because he's not getting what he wants. Right? So I just thought it was the most oddest, silliest booking that I ever came across. They just messed that up on so many levels.